The desert highway was empty except for a single girl stumbling along the shoulder, her steps uneven, her breathing shaky. Cars rushed past without slowing down. Dust swirled around her, clinging to her clothes and hair. She tried to keep moving, but her legs finally gave out. She fell to her knees and whispered to no one, "Please, someone, help me." Moments later, the distant rumble of engines approached, deep, steady, powerful. She tensed, fear tightening her chest. 3 motorcycles rolled to a stop beside her, their engines cutting off one by one. She stared up at the riders, trembling. Their jackets read Road Guardians, a volunteer biker group known for roadside assistance and rescue efforts. But in her fragile state, she didn't know that. All she saw were strangers towering over her. "Please don't hurt me," she whispered, voice cracking. "Before we continue the story, make sure you subscribe to Storysphere, like the video, and leave a comment below. Your support helps us create more emotional, inspiring stories that touch the heart." The tallest rider stepped forward, removing his helmet. His name was Cal, a man in his 40s with kind eyes, weathered skin, and a calm voice. He crouched down slowly, giving her space. "Hey, we're not here to hurt you," he said softly. "We help people. That's all we do." She tried to speak, but her breath came out in shallow, painful bursts. Sweat covered her forehead, and she held her ribcage like it burned. Cal noticed immediately. "You're injured," he said gently. "Can I take a look?" "Only to help you breathe better. I promise, we won't touch you unless you say it's okay." She hesitated, tears filling her eyes. "Something's wrong, it hurts." "Here," she whispered, placing a trembling hand over her side. Cal nodded, signaling to the others. The second rider, Maya, a woman in her 30s with braided hair and a steady, reassuring presence, knelt beside her. "Honey, you're safe now," she said. "We need to see what's going on under your shirt so we can call the right help. Just a small lift. Only the area that hurts. Nothing else." The girl swallowed hard and gave a small nod very carefully. Maya lifted the side of her shirt just enough to check her ribcage. The moment the skin was exposed, all 3 guardians froze, not out of judgment, but out of heartbreak, bruises. Old ones. New ones. Layers of harm she had never deserved. Not from a fall. Not from an accident. From something she had been running from. Maya lowered the fabric gently, her voice cracking. "Sweetheart, who did this to you?" The girl squeezed her eyes shut. "I didn't want to go back," she whispered. "I thought if I kept walking, maybe someone decent would find me." Cal sat beside her, not touching her, but close enough for her to feel he was real. "Well, you found us," he said. "And we're not letting you walk another mile alone." The third rider, Luis, already had his phone out. "I'm calling medical support," he said quietly. "We'll get you checked out, make sure you're safe." But the girl, her name was Ava, she finally managed to say, shook her head. "I don't want to go back to the people who hurt me." "You won't," Cal assured her. "We'll stay with you the whole time. We'll talk to the responders. We'll make sure your story is heard." As they waited for help, Ava leaned against Maya's shoulder, finally allowing herself to breathe without fear. For the first time in months, she didn't feel alone. She didn't feel invisible. When the ambulance arrived, the medics approached cautiously, letting the road guardians introduce them. Ava was taken into the ambulance, but she asked for one thing before the doors closed. "Will you come with me?" she asked Maya. Maya smiled and climbed in beside her. Every step of the way. Cal and Luis followed on their motorcycles, escorting the ambulance all the way to the hospital. A once terrified girl was now surrounded by people who cared, not because they had to, but because they believed kindness was something worth living for. Ava's life didn't change overnight, but that day became the first step toward safety, healing, and hope. And the road guardians, ordinary bikers with extraordinary compassion, proved that sometimes, the people we least expect become the ones who save us. In a world too often rushed and distracted, their kindness was a reminder that we all have the power to stop, to notice, and to help. And Ava's story became a testament to something simple, yet profound, that when humanity shows up, fear loses its power, and kindness wins every time.